camera is going to focus on all the bugs on my windshield. Why don't the bugs go somewhere else? Bears, next 6 miles. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Minneapolis that went over to Portage, Michigan, and I delivered that early this morning. I sat over in a parking lot Saturday night and Sunday so I could deliver today. Today's Monday, and when I went down to Minneapolis, I went down Thursday, stayed in a hotel. Friday I stayed in the rest area, and then I got the load Saturday morning, drove to Portage, and was there Saturday night, Sunday at the parking lot of the business, and then I delivered at 5:30 this morning, ran down to Logansport, Indiana, picked up the load there, and this load is going to Gray Court, South Carolina, which is over by Greenville. Well, the nice thing about it is I'm going to get to do most of it during the daylight, and I'm already down as far as Kentucky. I'm actually almost into Tennessee, North Carolina, that area. I'll be going down through Asheville. But anyway, I'm going to be taking pretty much back roads all the way down through into South Carolina from Asheville, and it's all going to be kind of mountain roads, so it's going to be twisty, turny, lots of mountains, and so it's kind of the thing I thrive on. I love this kind of stuff. So it's absolutely gorgeous here. This is Cumberland Gap. So I think I'm in Tennessee. I think. I haven't seen a sign, I guess, but I'm assuming I am because I believe Cumberland Gap is in Tennessee. Yeah, it says right there, historic town, Cumberland Gap, Tennessee, exit 1 mile. So, and it must be. I did get to stop at a truck stop that I used to come by quite often when I was driving years ago, because I used to make a regular trip down to Charlotte, North Carolina, with French fries with Magnum, and there was a place on I-75 South, mile marker 49, a place called the 49er Truck Stop, and it was kind of a cool thing. You'd go through there, and it didn't matter what time of night. It seemed like this lady was always on the CB radio, and she'd be rattling off whatever the special for the day was, the hot beef commercial or whatever, chicken dinner, and she'd always say, "Don't forget, we always have that nanner pudding." So I stopped by there today for lunch. Found out she had died. The CB radio that they used to use doesn't work anymore. And I have never been to Gray Court, South Carolina, and so I'm hoping it's a quaint little town, kind of like one when I went to Abbeville, South Carolina, and that was very nice. And it was just a cute little town, and I'm kind of hoping that Gray Court's the same way. And so anyway, that's what I'm up to. I've got a load of machinery parts on, and I'm hoping to deliver that sometime around 7 o'clock or so tonight. South of Asheville, 60 miles or so from my drop. Sun's starting to go down a little bit to the west. Lots more bugs in my windshield, and we're on a smaller road now. The traffic was pretty heavy. I was really surprised on 40, and lots of construction after we got into North Carolina. Okay, well, I just left Sumter, South Carolina. I'm heading on up to Charlotte. I got down here about noon. I was supposed to get loaded at 5. They called me at 1:15, the customer, and said they didn't have the stuff ready and they weren't going to be able to ship it. So, again, kind of like when I was up there at Johnstown. Wasn't it Johnstown? That doesn't sound right. Anyway, in New York, when I was supposed to go to Atlanta, my $1,000 trip turned into a $50 trip. Today, my $1,000 trip turned into $84. So, anyway, they did say because I was there early, they'd give me 3 hours of pay at $15 an hour. So I'm making as much as I would if I was working at McDonald's. It is pretty down here, though. Somewhere along here there is a spot where it says they're raising rare trees, and I don't seem to see it anywhere. So I saw it on the way down, but I don't see it now. I don't know if I passed it or what. But if I see it, I plan on stopping and taking some pictures because it was really pretty. I'm about 50 miles from, you see the lake over there? About 50 miles from Charlotte, 27 miles or so from Rock Hill, North Carolina. But I'm still in South Carolina, I think. At least for a little while. Woo, bright light. Woo. That's bright.
half a mile, turn left onto South Carolina 200 West, South Carolina 97 North. Turn left onto South Carolina 200 West, South Carolina 97 North.
Wow. It's quite the river, or lake, or whatever that is.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 21 North. Turn right onto US 21 North.
Pretty lake. Oh, I want to stop and take some pictures. Fishing Creek Landing. That certainly was a pretty lake. It's funny, I've seen a lot of the ocean lately, Pacific Ocean anyway, and it always seems angry, the waves. I mean, they're always crashing so hard, and lakes are just so peaceful most of the time.